Hi, welcome to Padai Planet, and we have got a question from quadratic equations, and it's a very good question, very complicated as far as the calculation is concerned. So I'm sharing this screen here where we have the question, and let's start solving it. So the question says that there are two water taps. If they start filling a tank together, then they can fill it in 78 over 8 hours. The tap of the larger diameter takes 10 hours less than the smaller one to fill the tank separately, right? Now we need to find out the time in which each tap can separately fill the tank, right? So first thing is that let's assume that the time taken by the smaller tap, the tap with the smaller diameter, we can say, is equal to x hours, right? And the time taken by the tap with the larger diameter. So obviously that will be x minus 10 because it's already given that the tap with the larger diameter takes 10 hours less than the smaller one. So this will be like x minus 10 hours, right? Now it is also given that the entire tank, it's given in the question that the entire tank is getting filled by both the taps if they are opened together, right? They are taking how much? 78 75 by 8 hours, right? Now considering this, um, they are taking, the tank is taking 75 over 8 hours to get filled by both the tanks when both the taps are opened, right? So one full tank is getting filled when both the taps are open, and they are taking 75 over 8 hours. So that means in 1 hour 8 over 75 parts of the tank will get filled if both the taps are open, right? And we know that the smaller tap will take x hours, so the smaller tap will fill how much tank in 1 hour? So by smaller tap, the 1 hour share by the smaller tap will be 1 over x parts, right? This much tank it would fill in 1 hour. Similarly, by the larger tap in 1 hour, it's 1 over x minus 10 parts, right? Now let's add both of them, and since this is the part of the tank which is getting filled in 1 hour by the smaller one, and this is the part of the tank which is getting filled by the larger tap in 1 hour. So, and this is the part which is filled by both the taps when both of them are open. So we can say that this is going to be equal, the sum of these two would be equal to the to this thing, because this is the part of the tank, this entire thing is the part of the tank when both the taps are open. Both the taps are open for how long? Are open for 1 hour. So in 1 hour, this the smaller one will fill this one, and the bigger one will fill this much. That means the summation, the addition of 1x, this part, these two things, will be equal to this. So with this relationship, let me just put these values and we will start solving it. So it is like 1 over x plus 1 over x minus 10, and that's equal to 8 over 75, right? Now let's solve this further, simplify it. So this will be like x and x minus 10, right? So we'll get x minus 10 here, and we will get x here, and that's equal to 8 over 75, right? Now let's solve it, simplify it further, and we will get 2x minus 10 over x square minus 10x, right? And that's equal to 8 over 75. And now further simplify it, this is going to get multiplied like this and this, right? So this will be like 150x minus 750 equal to 8 at x square minus 80x, right? Now we are going to further simplify this and it will be something like this now. Or we can, save some space. So it will be like 8x square minus 80x minus 150 plus 150x plus 750, and whole of it is equal to 0, right? Now let's further simplify it, and what we can do is we can divide the whole equation with 4 and we can simply get it now like 2x square minus 20x minus, oh, we cannot do it by 4. Let's not do this. Let's simplify it with a very, very simple thing. So 8x square, and we'll add up these two. So this will be like minus 230x, right? And plus 750 is equal to 0. So let's divide the whole equation with 2, and I was trying to do it with 4. It didn't work out. So after dividing it by 2, we get it like this: 4x square minus 115x plus 375, and all of it is equal to 0. Now what we need to do is we need to do the split methodology here, and we need to split minus 115x in such a way that if we multiply 375 with 4, so what we get is 1500, right? So the multiplication of the splitted parts must be 1500, which is 1500, which is 1500, and the addition has to be minus 115. So these two conditions must be satisfied, and then we can move ahead. So it's very simple. We will simply, because 375 multiplied by 4, it's 1500. So what we'll do is we will put it like minus 100x and minus 15x. So this is how we have split minus 115x, and we are now doing it like this, right? Now I'm going to take 4x common from this, and it is like x minus 25 and minus 15 from this, and this is again x minus 25, and whole of it is equal to 0, and we get this equation factorized now, and these are the two factor. One factor is x minus 25, the other one is 4x minus 15, and all of it is equal to 0. Now observing these two factors of the equation, so what we can say is that either x is equal to 25 hours, right, or x is equal to 15 over 4. Now we need to look at this very carefully. If we consider this case, so that means the time taken by the smaller tap is 15 over 4, and which is equal to 3.75. That means the time taken by the larger tap would be negative, and which is not possible because time cannot be negative. So this one is rejected, right? And this one is accepted. So this is correct. So this is the time taken by the larger one, right? So therefore, what we can do is the time taken by the, this is the time taken by the smaller one, and that's why the time taken by the larger one, that will be equal to 15 hours, because that is going to take 10 hours less, right? So I hope all of it was understandable and you liked, doing it. And thank you so much for watching this video. Bye bye.